So are we talking the next Wedding Crashers or just an advertisement vehicle for Google? Well, it's not the Wedding Crashers.
Our team's a joke.
You guys gotta start believing.
This reminds me of a little girl from a steel town who had the dream to dance.
She had to strip down to nothing. She had to sit in that chair and arch her back, and she reached up and pulled the chain to nowhere and doused herself with water.
Flashdance? You're talking about the movie from the 80s.
Yeah, you're damn right I am.
Oh, boy.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Geeked Out. My name is Stephen Merced, and I got the chance to go check out The Internship, the new comedy starring Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson, the duo that brought us the amazing comedy Wedding Crashers. The film revolves around two gentlemen played by Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn, who formerly were salesmen, but the times have changed and salesmen aren't needed as much anymore to go door to door. So Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson's characters are both fired and they need to find a new job. So what happens is that they get this chance to go and do an internship with Google, and we all know Google is this huge juggernaut, and I thought it'd be kind of interesting to see how that internship kind of thing would work. But we know that we're not really going to get the real scoop inside of an internship at Google. So we kind of get the Hollywood version of an internship at Google. Everything kind of over the top, a little bit quirky things here and there. Things that feel like a game show. All that kind of stuff gets thrown in there for fun for us to have. Now the main conflict in the movie is that Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson's characters are both a lot older than the people that they're competing with in this internship. It's a huge group of kids, all in their young 20-somethings, all really high with technology because they've all grown up in this technology-filled world. So Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson, they kind of don't know what to do. They don't know how any of these things work. So they're still trying to figure all that out while still trying to compete and be, you know, interactive. They know that the rules have changed. So we all see that in the trailer when the guys talks about, you know, taking a beer with the boss. They're all for it because back in the day that things like that were okay, you know, drinking with the boss was all fine. And all this kind of shenanigans of an older generation versus a newer generation kind of influx itself in the film. Now, like I said in my intro, it's not the Wedding Crashers, but that doesn't mean that the film is not funny. The film has some very good comedic moments, and it should be expected because it's Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson, which individually are comedic gold. So when you put them together, you know, they kind of just, they fit well, you know. They mesh well together, and that's really cool to see. We actually get to see them in their, you know, their natural improvisations throughout the film. And I kind of wish that the film would have been rated R a little bit because I feel that since it wasn't rated R, Vince Vaughn at least had to really tone down his comedic moments. He is really known for having a crazy, dirty mouth, if you might say. Orbit commercial here.
Son of a biscuit-eating bulldog!
What the French toast?
Did you think I wouldn't find out about your little doo-doo head cootie queen?
Who are you calling a cootie queen, you lint licker?
But in the film, it feels like they had him tone it down a little bit because they wanted to keep it PG-13. And you know, I understand because they're trying to sell more tickets to younger audiences and all that, but I feel like if it would have been a rated R, we would have gotten a bit more brass. Now, some of the flaws in the movie are that some of the jokes fall flat sometimes. They make it seem like the two protagonists are just complete idiots when it comes to certain things, and it's hard for me to believe that because I understand that some people don't understand technology, but these guys are in their 40s and they were salesmen and they should at least know some of the type of things that they have to do, but they are completely idiots. And it's funny at times, but sometimes you're just like, wow, really, they don't know this, they don't know that. I didn't buy that too much, but it's Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn, so they do make it work. They work well off of one another. They should do more movies together because they are a great comedic duo. They're funny as hell together. It's kind of sad that we haven't seen them in a movie together since Wedding Crashers, where they're the two main characters. We have an interesting romance with Rose Byrne, who's also in this movie with Owen Wilson. And I could take it or leave it. Nothing special there. I mean, it's whatever. You know you're going to throw it in there. You know they're going to throw those comedic gags for slapstick humor and things like that in this film. We get that. The movie isn't bad. It's funny at times. I found myself laughing, so that's good. I didn't really take anything with it, or, you know, it's not a movie that I'm going to regret not watching or I'm going to be praising it because I did watch it. All of that being said, the film is actually not an advertisement vehicle for Google because Google actually did let them do this movie and they were heavily involved with it, and there are times where they're making fun of Google and making fun of the process that it is to become a Google intern. So, you know, they're making fun of themselves kind of. So I give props to Google for that. But the movie overall was just a fun time. Nothing really spectacular here. You get Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn being themselves, and I liked it. I thought it was fun. So for that reason, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. I think it's a movie well worth watching, but nothing that you should run to the theaters to see it. If you don't catch it in the theaters, catch it on Redbox, catch it anywhere like that. It's something you'll miss, nothing you'll really regret not watching, but it's something that if you do watch it, you'll have a fun time. So, you know, take that with what it is. If you want to go see a good comedy, there isn't a better comedy in the theaters right now, so just know that. So go watch it if you want a good comedy. If you want something breathtakingly spectacular, you might want to wait till this is the end, which comes out in a couple weeks. So I'm just saying, go check out this movie if you want a nice comedy. And let me know if you guys are interested in watching The Internship. Make sure you guys comment below. Let me know what's your favorite Vince Vaughn film or Owen Wilson film, you know. Is your favorite film the one that they did together, you know, Wedding Crashers? Let me know what's your favorite movie of that group. And as always, guys, make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe. And make sure to geek out about anything, no matter what it's about.